All right, I'm going to try to keep this quick. So we're just going to look at graded assignments review. So this is just a review for your first graded assignment today. So we have 5 times x plus 2 equals 4x minus 8. First thing that we need to do is in order to solve this, we're going to need to distribute the 5 to everything inside of our parentheses. So we're going to multiply our 5 times x and our 5 times 2. So 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 2 is 10. Okay. Now we have x's on the left and on the right. So what we need to do is get our x's on the same side. Does it matter whether I bring my 5x over or my 4x over? No. Personally, I like to cancel out the smaller x first. So I would cancel out this positive 4x by subtracting a 4x. It's going to cancel it out on this right side. And then if we do it to the right side, we've got to do it to the left side. If you like the line down the middle, go ahead and draw it. So now I have 5x minus 4x is 1x plus 10 equals a negative 8. My x's are all on the left side, so anything without an x needs to move to the right side. We're trying to get that x by itself. So to cancel out a positive 10, we're going to do minus 10. And we get that x equals a negative 18. And that would be our answer. You can always check your answer by plugging it back in and making sure the left side equals the right side. I recommend always checking your answer. Okay. Number 2. X divided by 3 plus 6 equals 8. Okay. Normally we like to cancel out multiplication and division first, but my 6 isn't being divided by the 3, just the x's. So before we try to cancel out this divided by 3, we first need to isolate that term. Meaning the first thing we want to do is get rid of this other term, this plus 6. So we would want to subtract 6 on both sides. 6 minus 6 is 0. So we're left with x divided by 3 equals 2. Right? And then to get x by itself, we now can cancel out the divided by 3 by doing the opposite, which is multiplying by 3. So multiplying by 3 divided by 3 is 1. They cancel, so x equals 2 times 3 is 6. All right. Example number 3, we have an inequality. So to solve this first one, we have 4x is less than or equal to 2 times 5 plus 3x. First thing we need to do is we need to distribute this 2 to both things inside of our parentheses. So we're going to have 4x is less than or equal to 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 times 3x is 6x. Now we have x's on the left side and on the right side. It doesn't matter whether you bring your 4x over or your 6x over. Most of you would probably be easier to take your 6x over since this 4x is alone on the left side. So I would subtract 6x from both sides. 4x minus 6x gives us a negative 2x is less than or equal to 10. To cancel out this negative 2 that's multiplied by my x, we're going to divide by a negative 2. Okay? This negative 2 divided by a negative 2, negative divided by a negative makes a positive. 2 divided by 2 is a 1. So we're left with 1x. But when we divide by a negative, we have to flip our inequality. Okay? And then 10 divided by a negative 2 is a negative 5. And if we want to put that on a number line, we have negative 5, 6, 4. It gets shaded in, and we want everything greater than negative 5. Okay. And last one. Example 4. Okay. So we have 3 times 2x minus 4 divided by 2. Less than x plus 2. Okay, so we have a couple different things we can do here. I think the first thing to do would be to go ahead and get rid of this divided by 2. I know y'all don't like fractions, so let's go ahead and get rid of the fraction. The opposite of dividing would be to multiply. So we have 2 divided by 2, so those cancel out. So we're left with 3 times 2x minus 4 is less than. Notice I multiplied this whole side, the whole x plus 2 times 2, right? I had to multiply this whole right side by 2, which means this 2 needs to be distributed to both things inside of the parentheses. So 2 times x would be a 2x, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now it looks very similar to the one we just did. So we need to go ahead and distribute our 3 that's being multiplied. So 3 times 2x gives us a 6x. 3 times a negative 4 gives us a negative 12 is less than 2x plus 4. And then from there, we've got to get our x's on the same side. So I would subtract a 2x from both sides. So we get 4x minus 12 is less than 4. X's are all on the left. We need to cancel out this minus 12, move it to the other side. It doesn't have an x. So we're going to add 12 to both sides. And we get 4x is less than 16. Divide both sides by 4. And x is less than 4. And there we go.